Back again, internet reaction, man. Yeah, you seen the title of the video. Teacher at Rye College has a meltdown at year 9 pupil who questions why another student is identifying as a cat. Now, I don't know if you got what I said from the title there. The teacher's not mad at the person who's identifying as a cat. The teacher's mad at the student who is questioning the kid who's identifying as a cat. I'm gonna let you guys see this, man. I haven't watched it all myself yet, so let's get it, man.
You've just really upset someone. Saying things like should be in an asylum.
I didn't say that. I just said if they want to identify as a cat or something, then they're like genuinely unwell.
Then they've gone.
Yeah, they're crazy.
That's
You
big
were
facts.
questioning their identity.
I wasn't a question. I was just saying about the gender. I wasn't saying anything about them.
But where did you get this idea from? There's only two genders.
I just think it's my opinion.
There is.
That is my opinion.
If I respect their opinion, can't they respect my
It
opinion?
is not an opinion. It's not an opinion you
There's
can
only two
have.
genders.
Loads of people think there's only two genders.
There's only a boy and a girl.
Literally. There's
Female
no
and
other
male.
private part. There's only two.
Smart kid.
Gender is not linked to do with the
There
to
is
the
only two
parts that
genders.
you were born with. Gender is about how you identify, which is what I said right from the very beginning of the
I just don't
lesson.
This
agree with
teacher's
that.
got a penis
But
for
I
sure.
have to listen to it, I don't agree with it.
Biological sex, there is actually three biological sexes because you can be born intersex. You can be born with male and female
You can be an
body
intersex, that's
parts
fair.
or hormones.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, there's three. There's not 300.
Doesn't mean.
There's three. I'm talking about biological sex. In terms of gender,
Oh,
there
this
are
kid's cold
lots of
still.
genders.
No,
There is
it's
transgender.
not.
There is agender, people
Yeah,
that
but there
don't
is
believe
that.
they have a gender at all.
Yeah, but you
Agent.
can't have that. You are.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't have that. It's not a
agenda.
law.
That's where the word comes from, not agender,
We just
agenda.
don't agree with it. We just think it's all just.
If you have a vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a boy.
Yeah.
But cisgender is not necessarily the way to be. You were
Wow.
talking about the fact that cisgender is the norm, that you identify with the gender, with the sexual order that you're born with
Yeah.
or you're with. That's
Yeah.
basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is really
Yeah, pretty much.
despicable.
How? When it's.
If I
literally
called
true.
my mum right now, my mum would
Same.
kill my side.
If I called my mum, she'd say.
Well, that's very sad as well then.
How is it?
Loads of people agree with it. There's only a small majority of people who actually think that.
And why do you think we have so many problems in the world
Smart kid,
with
man.
homophobia?
Yeah,
What the fuck
Because
is
of
that?
people
too
who
far?
Yeah,
fight
that's
it.
gender.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
fine
it
with
is.
lesbians and gay people.
Same.
I've got nothing against them.
Yeah, same.
But gender
How-
is,
Nah.
there is a link between it, and you're
How?
saying that people can't
isn't.
change
No, they
who they want
can't.
to be.
They
No, it's
can't. Unless you
You
get
are
a
so
penis
wrong.
attached. No, I'm not.
You're confusing sex and gender.
No, I'm not though. Because
Yes,
if you have a
you are.
vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a boy.
Yeah, you can't have a vagina and be a girl, but
Gender
then
is
Unless you
about-
get surgery. Even then,
Gender
because
is
you've got
about
those genes.
how you identity.
I just
How you
don't agree with
identify.
it.
Yeah,
But
just
it's
fine.
not an opinion
Yes,
that
it
we
is.
express in this
Yes,
school.
it is.
No, it's not. And if you don't like it, you need to go to a different school. So
Oh,
I'm
she snapped.
reporting you to Miss Willis. You need to have
Hold
a
tight,
proper
Miss Willis, man.
educational conversation about,
trying to have a proper
about
ed-
equality,
educational
diversity and
I
inclusion.
conversation.
Because I'm not having that expressed in my lesson.
Quality,
When I'm teaching you
diversity,
about
inclusion.
you can be who you want to be,
Everyone else
how
thinks
you
it.
identify is up to
So
you.
Everyone else thinks it, they just don't say it because then all
Yeah.
this happens.
Maybe because they're polite and maybe they're sensitive.
I haven't said anything in all of the lessons I've been
So
in.
it's
It's
meow,
just
innit?
because they turned around and started saying something. So I said, how can you identify as a cat when you're a girl?
Well,
Yeah.
they're now writing a statement. I would imagine
Oh.
that you'll be asked to write a statement as well.
We will.
Yeah, we will.
I was made aware earlier today from a good friend, Majan Barnes, that he's in Canada. And he's, let me tell you stuff. He's saying that, like, basically in Canada, there's students identifying as different animals, cats, dogs, and certain schools have put out cat litter and dog and cat bowls for the students to do their thing in. Where does this stop? And it's worrying times because the question would be next is, what else can you identify as? Can a grown man identify as a child and join that class? The year 9 pupils are in England, that's 13 years old to 14. Can they identify as a student? You know what I'm saying? Can the grown man identify as a student, little boy, at that age, and become a boyfriend to one of those little girls? And if I see any of these comments agreeing with what this teacher says, then you're agreeing to what I just said, and that's craziness. This opens the door for a lot of things. Now, she said diversity, inclusion, and whatever the other one was. You're not including this girl who's talking, because you're basically saying that the inclusion and diversity and all this stuff only matters when the opinion is the same as yours. Why can't you respect the girl's opinion to the fact of, you know, you're not a cat? And you could argue to what the teacher said is, what the girl's saying is a fact. You're not a cat. You're not a feline. You're just not that. If I throw you off, you ain't got 9 lives. You get me? So, I don't know. It's a bit shocking still. I got sent this a couple of times. You know what I mean? I opened up the Instagram and Twitter for people to send me videos for me to react to. I didn't expect this before. This is in my own country as well, but it's a shame. It's a shame because you could hear the kids trying to have a conversation with the teacher. The teacher blew out of proportion more than anybody else. And you just wonder, and even the girl said, if I phone my mum now, she'll agree. She said that's very sad. She also, which I didn't like, which is what adults are doing, and no wonder, I mean, say what adults are doing, teachers and adults, but this is what people are doing all over the world, to defend an argument, instead of defending it with evidence or, you know, with stuff that you've collated and stuff, stats and stuff like that. No, you're defending the argument with, this opens the door for homophobia. I don't understand, and I think people need to grasp the phobic part of the homophobic, just like arachnophobia and all these things, is to be scared of. And clearly the little girls, they're not scared of gay or lesbian people. In fact, they said they don't have an issue with them, like most people don't. But it was an easy way to try and tarnish the young girl speaking to make her sound stupid. Good luck for the girl, she didn't back down. These are the kind of things that some students are going to get in trouble for at school. And if it wasn't recorded, the teacher would be able to give their side of the story, and the parent would. And don't get me wrong, in other subjects and stuff like that, there's kids who are just creating arguments for the sake of it. But saying that this student's not a cat, and if she really believes that mentally, then you probably should be in asylum. I mean, it's not far off, is it? You might see it as insensitive and that, but I think the days are gone now, and I feel like people probably need to stand up and be counted like this girl was. Kick her out of school for it, and then let everybody else vote in the school who believes it. And if they vote against what you said, kick them out of school as well. And see how many students you have, because it won't be any much. I'm Hugo Savage. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Send me any more videos. Hugo Savage on Instagram and whatever stuff. You know where it is, man. It's in the link in the description. Right.